Hi, and welcome to another episode of Namsali Explains, with me, your host, Namsali. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to configure a token for Roll20 so that you can use it with a character sheet that we're going to design later. Let's get started. So we've uploaded our token to Roll20. Now we need to do something else with it in order to get it ready for our character sheet. We're not going to be quite able to do everything we need to do in this session, but I'm going to show you in general the items that we'll need to adjust. And then once we've created our character sheet, I'll come back and show you how it all looks in the end. So the first thing we need to do is resize the token to fit our character concept. In this case, my character is a human, so that's a medium-sized creature. Medium and small-sized creatures fit into one 5-foot square. If you're going for a large creature in some games, then you'll need to use a 2x2 square grid, which means that it'll be 10 feet across on each side. In order to first, what we need to do is select the token. And as you'll see, there'll be 8 little blue squares along each side and one at the very top. The top one is to rotate the token if you don't like the alignment. If you do like the alignment, then what you'll need to do is grab one of the tokens in the corner and grab the square and move it in smaller. Now, if you're trying for a large creature, go for the 2x2 and it'll automatically align itself to the grid and snap to the square size. To go a little bit smaller, we go down to 1 square, and now our token is resized appropriately for a human or something smaller. Next, we click on the gear icon, and this will take us into the token settings. In the details pane, we could pick our character our token represents and give her a name. We have the ability to allow players to see the stuff. We can show the name. In this case, her name is Runa. Controlled by would be me. If you select a token, it will be controlled by whoever the player is that owns that token. Under attributes, you can, generally speaking, I choose HP for the first one, so that the HP is there. For the next one, it would be AC. And the final one is passive wisdom, which is your passive perception score. Now, if you notice, whenever I selected the original one, there was nothing that came up. And that's because we don't have a token yet associated with the character. We'll have to type in the values by hand right now. But if we wanted to put in, say, 9 and 9 max, and then allow players to see, when we save our settings, you'll see that the bars update here. We'll give her an armor class of, say, 14 and a passive perception, since she is a monk, of 16. You could, as a game master, put in some notes for the token. And also, if they have blind sight or vision, well, vision's very important. This allows you to see what's going on in the map. If they have dark vision, you want to give them night vision specifically. Normally, it is out to 60 feet. Some go 90, 120, even up to 300 feet. And then night vision effects, what you want is dimming. That will replicate night vision as you see in games like Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder. I usually start the dimming immediately at 0 feet. You can limit the field of view vision. If the token is carrying a light source, you can have them emit bright light and low light beyond that. And this shows you how much light they're getting beyond that. They also have some additional settings where you can multiply the light and use legacy lighting. I've found much better performance if you leave those off. And then when you save the token, you will see that all the stats are there. And you can even click on the number. Say we've done 3 points of damage, you type -3, and the token updates. So you see how easy it is to get your character token ready for your character sheet? Next time, I'll show you how to do a multi-sided token, which is something that I find very useful, especially when you have say a doppelganger you want to surprise on the players, or a mimic. If you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe, share, and ring that bell so that you can be notified of future episodes. If you want to tell me what I'm doing right, leave a comment. If you want to tell me what I'm doing wrong, leave a different comment. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about my show, and taking into account what you guys want me to look into for future episodes. Uh, I'm already planning on doing some in the future on other products than just Roll20. Campaign Logger is a tool that I use in my own games, and Campaign Cartographer is a mapping software that I've used previously, and I do intend on showing you how to make a map using that as well. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time on NimSoli Explains.